What is up, hotties? Welcome back to another Stay Hot live film review. I'm Blaiden, joined as always by my two favorite co-hosts of all time, Matthew Sponhour and Theo Ash. Today we're looking at Mr. Perfect Timing himself, Shedeur Sanders. We've been doing these film reviews on live for a while, but we thought that it might function a little bit better as a video. So, without further ado, Theo, what game are we watching here today?
We've got the Colorado offense versus the UCF defense today. I know that this is a game that Colorado wins, and Shedeur ends with a pretty good stat line. So,
okay, so we'll watch it. We'll watch probably a better game than the one I watched.
yeah, the Nebraska game's another option on if you want film. Go to Caddy's Cut-Ups on Patreon. That's how I get the college film. And then if you're subscribed to the highest tier, you can get some extra stuff. And that's what I am subscribed to. And that's why I have more than just the Nebraska game. I have the UCF game.
Okay, so you're subscribed to a higher tier than me.
I am. Here we go. Oh. So you see the blitz from the nickel here. He's got a long way to go because of the fact that he's blitzing from, the college hash. There's so much space. He goes 3 ranges over to try to replace him. They end up in like a 4 deep, like 2 under type of coverage. And then Shedeur is trying to hit it right in the window between, these two.
He's got to have already thrown that thing if he wants to get it in there. It's open.
Yeah, just really late. I mean, right on the break, you can throw those.
It's also fair that Hunter here kind of sinks a decent amount and doesn't really attack the ball to some extent.
Well,
although maybe he's supposed to turn it upfield.
I would imagine that Hunter is probably preparing for what is ultimately going to turn into a scramble drill. If your quarterback is rolling to his right, you don't want to keep running a route to the left.
Yeah. I mean, he's got to see. He cuts and he sees number 3. And then I wonder if he's like, oh, I'm not open. I'm going to try to go on top of him and stack him. And then Shedeur just throws it anyway. But really what this comes down to is just a lack of timing here. I mean, this wrap concept with a hitch on the bottom of the screen and a dig on top of it gets run all the time. And you can throw it right now instead of scrambling. I mean, I think he identifies the coverage right. You can see him see the blitz. He gets right to that dig concept, and his feet are just in no position to throw here.
Yep. He should have stood in there, and he could have easily.
Yeah, you gotta. Instead, he scrambles away from the blitz and then throws. You just gotta beat it with timing here, instead of scrambling. He does not have perfect timing.
What are your thoughts on they send that blitz from the nickel, just replace it with the swing to the back there?
Yeah, I could do that, but I mean, I like seeing 3. I mean, they're replacing.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The replacement of the blitz. So it's actually good to get your head around here. You just have to be in a real position to throw it, like immediately.
Yep. And I get this. I do this in
scrambling.
Madden all the time to myself. Don't get me wrong. It's an understandable mistake, but this is a big thing with Shedeur, at least coming into this, that I know, is that sometimes he's not the best at maneuvering the pocket or handling pressure. Colorado's offensive line is bad, and his pressure to sack percentage, at least last year, I know, was pretty high.
Yeah, he could also throw the post here to number 10, I feel like. There's no one really leveraging that in the middle of the field when the boundary safety drives on the hitch. Like, not only is there this dig, but there's also the post on top of it, which is throwable. So really there's guys wide open all over the field, honestly. Just no excuse to throw a pick here. Just a bad read. Oh, there you go. Yeah, just a little spacing concept against the zone. Nice job.
It's a great job by Hunter getting hands off.
Yep, they try to press him at the line there, just slips right through it. Number 5, going to settle down, draw that linebacker.
Yep.
Really good adjustment against the zone from Hunter. Good stuff. 2nd and 10, 1st and 10. Oof, it's to the field. Yeah, corner in a bail. 4 has got to keep expanding there. He kind of stops. You got to get out, reroute. Number 14 is kind of breaking into your zone. Just a little bit late.
Because a dig to 10 would have been a pretty tough throw.
Yeah. And it's just not your responsibility anymore. Like, you make contact and then just you got to expand.
Yeah. Yeah, you did your job there. Pass him off.
Mm-hmm. But good arm strength to get it out to the field like that, kind of on the move.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Good catch. Some man coverage here. Get to Hunter. 5-man pressure under a little bit of heat. Stunt. Running back has to take it. He doesn't. There is a little bit of pressure right up the middle. Hits the top of his drop. Throws. Just good connection there. Right, he's starting his release right here.
Yeah,
Route starts breaking.
Yeah.
Probably not the greatest
No, not the-
of great placement, but good catch and good timing. Perfect timing.
It's a better catch than it is throw.
Yeah.
But honestly,
But
that placement is what allows him to reach for the first down. If he puts that low, he just kind of goes down there.
Yeah, it's not
If it had been in
bad
front of him, though, he
placement.
might have been able to keep running, though.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
It's just a tough adjustment, really. Like, I wouldn't blame. Well, I guess you got to make the catch if you're a wide receiver, but it's tougher than it needs to be. Like, your grade is always like right on the face mask. It's pretty close. It's a good throw. It's good timing. It's fine accuracy. It's a good catch. It's not worth picking apart too much, I think. Oh.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Nice.
Yup.
That's a good throw.
Little play action, post to Hunter. Tons of separation.
Yep.
Would it have been better for him to put this over the top?
Nah,
I mean,
it's
it
good
scores
the way it
anyway.
is. No, you put it over the top and the safety can get there. You see the too
That's
high. Someone inserts down into the box. You've got to beat that post safety there to the post. Better to put this on as much of a line as you can. Good route by Shedeur too, threatening, kind of outside and then just turning inside. Corner just doesn't have the speed. Oh yeah, my bad.
Shedeur ran the route, caught the ball.
I think his arm is fine. I don't think it's bad.
Well, I guess it depends on. I don't want to be too negative on him. I don't dislike Shedeur, but at the start of the season, he was getting first overall hype.
He was, but I
So it
think
kinda
his
just
arm
depends
is.
on what lens you're looking through. It's fine.
I've had
I don't think
quite
it's
a few people ask me if I want the Browns to take Shedeur with the first pick. And I always ask, why do you assume the Browns are going to have the first pick?
There you go. Seems like a lot of these throws are a little bit maybe on the higher side. Trying to think, maybe if you could throw one of these posts. Not really. I think that safety does a pretty good job in the
right. You
hook
don't know
kinda
that
running
safety's
under
up
it.
there. And again, if you're Colorado, I mean, if they're gonna let you get easy stuff underneath and then get your guys like with space to run the ball, like I'm taking that like for instance, this one ends up going for 14. 13.
Yeah, you used to get the
It's
blitz
the same.
too.
It's the same with yeah.
Yeah, you get the blitz and then you just throw it right behind the blitz. It's a good process.
5 is Horn.
Oh yeah,
No?
cool. I mean, he looks like he's pretty good, whoever he is. And I
Yeah,
know
5
Hornet's
is
good.
Horn.
That's a high level athlete.
12 is Hunter, and then 10 is Wester.
Yeah, this is a
14
really
is Shepard.
quite a bad throw, honestly. Like
Oh, it's high and behind.
that catch is not.
Bro
shouldn't
looks like
be.
a crescent moon.
He does. Yeah, I like that a lot.
That is a really athletic play.
But replacing the blitz, I like the process. Don't love the placement, but you make it catchable. I guess it's okay. A little stick route,
He's had a-
flags.
He's had a mix of that where it's like sometimes we like the placement, not the process. Sometimes we like the process, not the placement.
Ooh, good.
Yep.
Oh, okay. He's looking good there for a second. Getting the. Let's see.
There's a moment I feel like where he could have hit 14.
Yeah, I was
that's
looking
exactly
at the same
what I was
thing.
thinking. You'd have to be ready for it right when he breaks, but he gets open. That was the first thing I was looking at on this play.
Well, what does he look at first? I wish this angle
He
came
looked.
first.
He looks to
when
the
you-
other side now.
Yeah, he looks to the other side first. So if we're reading this out from left to right, I mean, he could hit 10 too, but he might be
Yeah.
looking for something farther down the field. What's it down in distance? 2nd and 15.
I don't.
You
I
can
don't
hit
know.
10 there. You can hit that out.
You can throw it to 10, and then you can.
I would get it to 3rd and reasonable. Get it into 3rd, and maybe we can get into field goal range. I don't know how Colorado's kicker is. I guess.
But then he's a little bit more ambitious. Tries to make somebody miss. He does a good job.
Go back. Can you go back to the end zone angle? Because I wonder what is he looking at this point when he's like trying to bail.
So he's looking left. Doesn't throw it. Looks to the middle of the field. There's.
By this time, once he looks back, he'd have to move off of this quicker if he wanted to get back and hit that dig. Because by the time that he looks back, like he's not going to be able to make a throw. Pressure's.
I mean,
gonna get to him.
He's not
He doesn't
even
have to
looking at-
scramble here. Is another thing where it's like
No, that's true.
He steps forward and then, like, trying to win the edge here is perhaps his silliest decision. But nothing. He's just trying to be a playmaker here instead of just taking number 10. Really.
He's watching the edge as he's like trying to beat him around the corner. But one thing we watched when we watched Milrow was his ability to like break those sacks and then plant to hard step up into the pocket and to either run or deliver a throw.
And this is kind of the vibe I get from Sanders is that like he maybe tries to pull plays like this that he can't quite.
Right. He's not Kyler.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's when you combine that with like I'm not even saying that everybody thinks this or that this isn't necessarily just like sports books trying to get a tweet off or whatever, but when you see some of the first overall pick hype, it's like I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And then there's nobody over there.
No one had. Yeah. That's the other thing is like he's bailing to his right. Like what route is he's got a crosser
All
from
routes are
5.
right.
He's got 14 going the other way.
And again, look at 10. At any point, he never gets. I mean, part of it's because Sanders starts rolling the other way. But even before he really makes it clear that he's going to do that, the defense never steps up.
Yeah, he could throw it to 10. He should throw it to 10 right now. He should.
It would probably still.
No,
be
he should have
over
thrown
that
it to
point.
10 there. Yeah, at some point. 3rd and 15. Oh, they're going to let him throw. Yes. Touchdown. Whoa.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Was that Hunter?
No,
No.
that's who's 14. Double post.
That's Shepard.
Nice.
Hell of a catch.
Redeemed. We need like a soundboard to play perfect timing every time. Something good
How
happens.
far does this ball go?
Little from the 45.
It's a little It's like a 55-yarder.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a good throw. It's a great throw. I mean,
Yeah.
you hit the post versus quarters. Just a way to beat quarters. Get one of those safeties looking at a little Mills concept, right? Good play on Madden. Go to deep pass in your settings, and there'll be something called Mills, and this play is there. Dig, takes the safety, hit the post on top of it. Banger,
Yeah, one-on-one.
banger, one-on-one. Good throw
Yep.
and good catch, but
That's a good
Going for it
catch.
all on 3rd and 15.
yeah, I appreciate.
Well, I think this is a perfect time to make an aggressive throw.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 3rd and 15. You're not quite in field goal range. Like, yeah, why not take the shot?
A lot of guys here would throw short of the sticks, ask their receiver to make a play and get the first down.
slide in the pocket. I mean, it's the right decision. I mean,
This is my question. Can the safety make a play on this and they try to catch it like underhanded, and do they not? Because to me it feels like I don't know. You could, right?
I mean, a safety should be there. They just get mixed up. I think once they get mixed up, it's kind of over for them.
12. Yeah.
I mean, the corner has a better chance to make a play on it. Oh, I see what you're saying with the underhand here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah, the corner could
that's
definitely
why
play
he's-
that better, but
That's why
when you
he's
see
playing
those
DB.
when you see those safeties bite, you throw the post. Like I like this throw. It's contested certainly, but once those safeties mess up, you unleash that thing and see what your wide receiver can do
Yep.
against a UCF corner. So I like the aggressiveness here. I like the accuracy. I like the arm strength. I like the movement in the pocket. I like everything about this throw. Like
He
it's
hasn't
maybe a
taken a
little
sack
bit.
yet.
Maybe it's a little bit lucky, but like
Yeah.
you create your own luck
That's
in
true.
this scenario. 12 is sickened as he should be. Cover 3. You get Travis Hunter settling down. That's really capped. There's another just escaping the pocket here.
Yes.
Just kind of into the leverage of everybody is not ideal for me. Like, why not step up here and like look to 14 or the check down number 7?
We haven't seen him do it yet.
Yeah, I totally
Yeah,
agree.
he's drifting backwards and to the side. I just don't really get it. You're not Who are you helping out here? Like, there's plenty of space. I mean, where do they snap this from anyway? The 29-yard line, and then he drops back. I mean, 11, 12 yards. You gotta have some downhill presence in your drop back.
Mm-hmm.
No reason not to have it here.
I mean, there's so much space to step up there.
Mm-hmm. Then you'd probably draw a holding penalty too. Just really bad pocket movement here. And they just throw it to 7, right? Like, linebackers pop out, everybody loses the running back.
Yep.
He's trying to force it to Hunter. He also thinks it's
what I
been
was thinking.
too long since Hunter got the ball, so he's gonna just go.
Well, if he wants to get it to Hunter, honestly, stepping up would probably help. Might draw a linebacker down, and you could fit it into the window. I don't know.
Stepping up is always good. Yeah, throw it to the check down or throw it to 14. Don't he's trying to force it there, and then tries to get it out to 31 as well after that, and yeah. Did he get a? I think both of these offensive linemen committed penalties.
Unless they got it for roughing the passer.
No way, no way.
I don't know, man.
No, there's no way that's roughing the passer. I mean, the guy's helmet is off. That's got to be hands to the face, right? And 55 holds right there.
Yeah, but the flag doesn't come out until now.
Is it a disgusting roughing the passer? It might be. Because the next time he has it,
it's
it's
not a disgusting roughing the passer call, man.
Holy cow, that's atrocious. He throws it and then he gets like I don't even know. On the way down he like
Oh, Matt, you're muted.
My fault. There was a train. That's a hilarious call, though.
A
Touchdown.
new opportunity. There you go.
Nice. He's got some nice moments when he stands in there for sure.
Yeah, he's not totally phased by the pressure here. He doesn't try to scramble unnecessarily.
Yeah.
Again,
Although here it's like he has like no chance of pulling that off. There's so much depth. Like you can't get out and around these guys if we're saying that.
Yeah, no, this is a good.
Regardless, it's just good.
This is a good rush from the defense, and then, all right, do what he should have did last time. Just throw it right between the two linebackers for the check down.
He's humongous, though.
1st and 10. Swing it? No. Hooray!
Aish.
Oh.
Thought they were gonna swing it out like they have been doing, but no.
Yep. 32 got fooled.
Yeah, and that totally gets 32.
Yeah.
He's ready, and then
Yeah, I mean he's got outside help in the flat. It's 3 up, 3 under. There's a flat player. You are not him, 32. You're not the flat player. You don't have any help to your inside. Yeah, who are you passing that off to? Blood.
He's passing it off to the ref.
Right?
he doesn't.
And then the
He's
ref
not really
almost
looking. He
betrays
doesn't
him.
even realize that Horn.
Yeah.
Or that's not Horn. That's Shepard or whoever. He doesn't realize that 10 is coming out like because he's looking at Shedeur and then
Yeah,
he
he's
sees and
like,
boom, it's too late.
yeah, he's like, I've seen that
play
swing. Oh shit, that's not a swing. And then 10 burns the
kinda
angle.
low.
Block
Ref.
it, man.
College ref moment. There we go. Oh. Well, he takes a
Makes me
sack.
wonder-
One more
I
time.
do wonder, like,
He steps up though.
that he
He
doesn't keep his
steps
eyes
up.
downfield.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's not looking the second that he does. He has to put all of his. Like he's not stepping up in a position to throw this ball,
Yes.
which is a
Yeah,
shame
he's
because
not
he doesn't even really need
sliding
to be
up.
because 31 right here. If you could see him and just pop it out real quick, you don't need to like set yourself entirely.
Yeah, I mean, again, you're looking at the swing. You're moving 32. You're looking at 10. Okay, he's capped. It's like, can you continue to scan? Can you continue to step up and scan and get
can
to
you
31?
Just step and he immediately goes into like run mode, and then
Yeah.
it would be a tough play to make. Don't get me wrong.
I
Yeah.
don't know if it would, because he just, like, why does he go into this, like, panic mode right now? The pocket's still clean if he just is stepped up, right?
He has no faith for this tackle not to like continue to let 11 get at him. So he's also wanting to like run away, and then that's what like totally breaks everything down. If he had just stepped up, 11 was getting too much depth to make a play here.
Right.
Hunter's open too. Like, if he just looks left, like scans, I don't know. I mean, he's just not he's reading one side of the field and then scrambling. He's not accessing a full field read here. And look at Hunter. Throw it to 31. I just feel like, yeah, looking left. And then, like, yeah, you can step up and start to aim your body over towards Hunter, like in rhythm. Like, that's a pretty NFL-worthy thing. To just look at one side and then scramble is not. And even, I don't like the cutback here. If you're going to scramble, like, you're kind of seeing that A gap open up for him, right between 58 and 56. Like, if you're going to scramble, like, go straight downhill and get yards. Instead, he tries to double back, and then, like, he's holding the ball down low, and, like, I guess he protects it at the end, but just ugly pocket. Like, this is still ugly pocket presence, even though he does climb the pocket here.
Right.
Like, fully climb it if you're going to do that. Like, run or climb and still read the field.
Like he started climbing and then he jumped from the pocket.
1st and 10, somehow. Eh,
Oh,
Oh.
oh, you ain't Caleb. That was weird. Okay, so you got quarter, half. You've got 10 running this bender. You've got a quarter safety they're both attaching themselves to Hunter. So you've got
They
that
don't see
bender,
it at all.
honestly. Yeah, you've got that.
But here's the problem. You roll out.
Yeah, you roll out.
You could. Now,
And then
part of
throw-
this,
Throw it late.
I think this pocket is kind of weak. I don't know if he could have stood because he needed a little bit more time, maybe.
Yeah, 54 is not.
Like 54 loses really bad.
if you're talking about hitting number 10,
Yeah.
Gets
he
pulled.
can hit that. I think.
I think so too. I think you could.
He also could just put this thing a
Swivel-
little bit like.
I mean, it would be a high end throw, but like.
It would be a high end, but if we're talking
yeah.
about first overall, if that's the
I mean, that should
And
get
then even
picked
then,
by
he's
the time
taken
he
like a
throws it.
bunch. Yeah, he's taken tons.
And even
of
throw it or
strides.
don't, like at this point,
And
this
here's
is
the
an
thing,
ugly ball leaving his hands. I mean, look at the spiral on that thing.
Oh,
It's like
jeez.
going.
it
This is where the
flat.
arm talent does not look good, Matt. This is like you don't have that ability to throw it 50 yards on the run, like and really spin it.
Yeah.
Like you're sprinting out full speed and you're throwing it and it's just a complete you have no control over the ball whatsoever. So when
This
on that
ball-
post route, like he had his base under him, he threw it from an ideal position, but here he's trying to be, this is like the Patrick Mahomes type throw. This would be an all-time great one, but it's just like there's no chance with this ball leaving his hand. It just is really, really ugly. And then the bailing.
Yeah, I think at the top of his drop, he feels that pressure on his right. If he drifts left just a little bit, he can throw it.
Is
You
what
know
you
the
wanna
routes
do
and
how
they
you wanna
don't,
play it.
right? So it's like when you look front side, you can immediately think like, oh, I've got the backside here. And then he spins and like in these steps, right? Like 1, 2, 3, when his back foot hits the ground, like all of those steps could be throws.
A lot of wasted steps.
And then if you don't throw it, which is okay too, don't throw it late and don't throw the ugliest ball I've ever seen in my life. Just like take the check down to 7 or something. It's first
run.
down. Just run, or it's second down.
I mean, you could.
Yeah, you could definitely pull that as well.
Yeah.
And just slide for like a gain of not too many. but-
Not a hamburger and a double coverage. Yeah.
Yeah. No. You drive starting at the 40-yard line here, and they're up 34-14. So the game is starting to get away from UFC. I don't know what their offense has been up to this whole time, but clearly nothing good. Little scramble, post from 10, not quite there, maybe 14. But against the blitz, I don't mind this at all.
No, I don't mind. I mean, I feel like you're just not going to be as aggressive on stuff like that when you've got a big lead.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
Another throw, touchdown, maybe. Oh. A little slot fade.
Yep.
Holy cow, snap the ball. Okay. Add an extra guy to the protection with the motion. Not really too accurate.
Yeah, I don't hate the process. You've got one-on-one there.
I mean, he's got it in the general vicinity of where it needs to be, like throw that back shoulder, but just not quite catchable. Like, just a bit off.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
It's
the only
al- it's
thing you can
also-
do, though.
That's a hard throw to make because the receiver is so close to the sideline. Like, you've only got
Not neat. No, he's not.
Oh, yeah, never. I thought he was closer than that.
Honestly, it's not really that tough of a throw because he's so wide open in terms of the pressure that he's under. I mean, there's no pressure. Just got to put it on the guy's back shoulder. You've got the talent mismatch, and it just sails on you.
Yeah, it's just high.
Just high.
Yeah, I thought he was so much closer to the sideline than that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is a miss by Shedeur. Yep. I mean, where does this thing land? It lands past the ref. I think that's just a bad throw.
Yeah, I think he jumped at the right time.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh.
There you go. Slide earlier, man. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to this angle. So you got maybe there's just a quick throw to 14 here, and then he just is a little bit indecisive about it. There's a post route that's could be thrown. It'd be a tight window, but you could throw
you might
it.
Run out of room on that one.
Obviously, 12 is there, but 12 does stop. And if you wanted to say, I mean, it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
You could definitely throw it over your head, over his
But
head.
as far as scrambles go, I think this is definitely some of his better work where he doesn't try and like bounce it outside and make a bunch of guys miss in the pocket. He's like, okay.
Yeah, he navigates it well, definitely. Gets down just in time. But he avoids getting killed. Keeps it. Ooh, nice. I like that.
It's a little Mahomey.
Little Andy Reedy.
Little Andy Reedy.
Yeah, that's great play design. You're trying to stat pad. I get it. I do this. 2nd and 6, 7 minutes left, up 20.
Oh.
Ooh, underthrown. The man coverage from the bunch. Break outside. The separation. Oh, just a little underthrown. Just floats it a little bit too much here. Just kind of casual with the release. I feel like not getting his weight transferred as much as he probably should. He hits a little pump fake to the flat and then tries to just kind of pop it up.
Baker Mayfield-esque.
Baker?
The little...
Oh, it's pretty good accuracy. Just could have been a little bit farther out in front of him. But yeah, he does drop it in there. Just, DB is able to get a hand on it. If it was a little bit farther out in front, DB couldn't have gotten a hand on it. Mm-hmm. But now time is really dwindling, and he's out of there. Wow. So that concludes the film review against UCF. And I gotta say, I don't think Mr. Shedeur is going number 1 overall.
I would have to agree.
I also feel like that is more of a fan-created concept rather than something maybe the NFL itself is really considering at this point. I just don't think he's got like some huge arm, and he loves to like drift back on these rollouts and try to go around, but then it doesn't feel like he typically has the arm to like make a throw from that position, so he's constantly in a really tough spot. And that's not even bringing up like the whole stepping up issue, which obviously like he doesn't love to do.
Yeah, I mean, this game was fine from a stats perspective, and they put a bunch of points on the board and they won, but like, what did he really put on film that's that good at the NFL level? His arm isn't that good. His pocket presence is a legit negative. Like, he needs to work on that a lot. Like, reading the whole field, you don't see a lot of examples of it. He's not crazy fast like Milroe is. I mean, you don't see a lot of QB run game with him. He had some nice scrambles, certainly, and he's kind of twitchy, and he can make him maybe the first guy miss, but at the NFL level, is he going to make like the second guy miss and throw and do all those cool things? And then I think like the accuracy is probably his best trait, but I don't think his accuracy is like special. Like a couple of these are like, oh, it's a little
Stroud
high.
or Daniels or Burrow or something.
Yeah, so it's like the fact that he's decently accurate with like a quick release, like he's just okay in so many areas that like the whole picture is a good college quarterback, but at the pro level, like what trait does he have that's even above average? Like maybe the accuracy, but I don't know. So
Yeah, I agree. I've been low on him for a minute though,
Yeah.
so maybe I was going into it a little unfair, but I didn't love this game from him.
no, neither
I was
did I.
going into it pretty negative just coming out of the Nebraska game, and I got a lot of the same bad pocket presence
It's
vibes.
okay.
And it just sticks out so obviously when someone can't handle pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So
Season isn't done yet though. We'll see how he continues to do, of course. And
Yeah, and we'll see.
I'm
We'll
not-
see
I'm
what
not
his draft
cementing
stock
my
actually
opinion in
is.
October.
Like,
Right, that's the other thing.
I'm curious.
I'm low on him compared to like Colorado people though. When you say like, oh, Shedeur is not a top
Curious,
5 pick, they're always
what
like
the PFF
hit you
big
with
board
his.
looks like for 2025. Number 1 and number 2 are Hunter and McMillan. Doesn't shock me.
Yeah, fine, I guess. Where's Shedeur?
Quarterbacks. Yeah, I'm trying to. So the quarterbacks are Jalen Milroe is 5, Cam Ward is 15, Shedeur Sanders is 21, which would still make him a first-round talent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think I have a first round grade on him from what I've seen, and I've seen a couple games from him. So 21's a bit rich for my blood as well, but we'll see. It's just a game that we broke down. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and we'll probably be doing this every week. So
Probably.
Yeah.
we're down to tinker with the format. So if you have any comments or observations or ideas to make it more streamlined, drop them, and we'll keep releasing them. So thank y'all for watching.
I think we're still open to the idea of doing these as live streams, just maybe not on YouTube because they get taken down so
right?
much.
So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. But thank you all so much for tuning in. And as always, we'll catch you on the flippity flop.